Hello everyone and welcome to the show. I'm Chef Anna. I'm here today with Ryan in the back. Say hi.
How you doing?
And we're coming to you live from Brantford to talk about the Monogram 36-inch dual fuel professional range with Griddle. And I'm very excited about this piece of equipment. It's been a lot of fun to work with. So first thing, I have a lovely chicken in the oven. I'm going to pull out. Beautiful true convection in this oven as well, which means there's a fan at the back, which you may be able to see, and there's an element behind that pushes out warm air.
It looks like a rap video in there. It's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so shiny. Love it.
Also,
oh yeah, your favorite, right?
there are not one, not two, but three telescopic racks.
Telescopic racks.
I have two here right now, but the third one can easily be taken out and put back in. I had to take it out because my chicken was too big.
Mm-hmm.
But all the racks are telescopic, which just means they slide easily in and out.
It's funny, I was just having my oven going the other day, and it was not telescopic, obviously. And I thought of you, though. I was like, oh man, I wish this was telescopic because I had to pull something out to get at something else.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sean says hello.
Hi, Sean. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.
So I got started a little bit fast, and today is yesterday actually is National Sandwich Day.
Right.
So I'm going to show you how to make a few different sandwiches on the griddle, and just think about other things you can do with a griddle if you've never used one before.
Ann says it's a nice range. You bet. This is a classy looking piece of work right here.
A beautiful range.
Yeah.
So I just started some peppers and onions on the griddle. So just think of a griddle as like a large flat pan.
Yeah.
And one feature of this oven, first of all, look at this beautiful lighting accents. Ooh. It actually gives you the temperature for your griddle. So this griddle goes all the way from, I'm guessing about 150, 170, all the way up to 450.
Wow.
So you can make pancakes, you can make eggs, you can be a brunch star.
Oh yeah, true.
Bacon, and today I'm going to make cheesesteaks.
Nice.
Nice.
Take around with a little cheesesteak action.
That's right. They're very easy to clean, very easy to take care of. Some stoves will have a griddle attachment that you can put on top, but this is actually built into the oven.
Nice. Ken says hi.
Hi, Ken. Thanks for joining.
Remember, folks, you can always ask questions as we go through.
Yes,
as
please.
well, right? Like, no reason to be a stranger. Jay Pizzle knows. He's saying, OMG cheesesteaks. Like, that's Jay Pizzle knows what's up. You come here, you hang out with us, you make some comments. You know, be interactive. It's a live show.
If you come join us in person, you might actually get some food.
Yeah. James is asking if the griddle hard to clean.
No, not at all. I'm going to show you actually how to clean it after these are done. Let me turn this down a little bit.
Yeah, it's funny when you see a griddle, like a flat top or whatever, like cheesesteaks is like one of the like quintessential food items I think of when you talk about this method of cooking, right? Because you can chop it up right on there and stuff too. And
oh yeah.
You know, like you see the guys in the restaurants, they have like the big entire surface like this.
Yeah, when I was restaurants I've worked at, you would have something at least this large.
Yeah.
That's just griddle.
Exactly.
With lots of different temperature control along that surface too. Also, if you need another element, you can put a pot on here.
That's right.
If you're running out of room.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to just be for this style of cooking.
No.
The Monogram's always been pretty good at making sure that their stuff is versatile as well too. I think you talked about their burners as well too. Their grids here or whatever. Yeah,
so I'll mention those too as my meat is cooking away. Yeah, these stovetops are really easy to clean because the pieces that come off are so small. So like this is really easy to clean in your sink.
Right.
And the other thing is, if you flip it over,
there you go.
It has a little divot in the middle, so it's great for holding a round bottom pan like a wok.
And that's exactly what I remember you saying the last time we were here.
It's one of the features.
Cool burners, exactly, right?
They're so cool. Cleaning the rest of the oven is also really easy. These pop out, and you can soak them and wash them. So very easy to clean.
Pizzle says, pro tip, if you marinate beef with baking soda for 30 minutes, it's ultra tender in stir fries and steak sandwiches.
I have heard that. Yeah.
I've never heard of that before.
Nice.
J-Pizzle, dropping knowledge.
Thank you.
All right. Yes. Remember to rinse it though, in terms of, I guess the beef you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think baking soda's going to taste very well in there, right?
It'll cook off. They're fine. As long as it's not too much.
Yeah.
It's a very small amount.
Look at this beef here. Now, what kind of beef you got here?
This is a top sirloin because that's what I could find.
Sirloin,
Put it in the freezer for about 15 minutes, so it was a lot easier to slice thinly. However, if you go to your butcher and you ask for thinly sliced beef, that's definitely a better option.
Yeah, right? Because I can never slice it thin enough at home for my steaks.
No, it's hard. Or get yourself a meat slicer.
Yeah.
Give yourself lots of opportunity and possibility.
Now, what's happening with the drippings here? You're
So,
kind of reaching the side, and what's going to happen?
well, they're going to go down in this little catch tray here,
Right.
which is also very easy to clean.
Yeah, exactly. So while you're cooking, you know, sometimes like if you're just in like a regular like cast iron skillet or something, you're like scraping it. You're trying to end, you know, each batch of pancakes or whatever. You're scraping off the little bits and having to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
But this, right? You're just chucking it down there. Deal with it later.
That's right.
Right? When you
Like,
cook it,
what
it
was
should just
that?
be
What was
cooking.
that griddle that you plugged in, and it was like, do you remember? It was,
Oh yeah. They call it what?
it was on an angle, and all the fat would drip out.
Oh, what the George Foreman? thing?
George Foreman.
Yeah.
George Foreman grill.
Yeah. This is a long way from a George Foreman, though.
Sure is.
So yeah, so you got your peppers and onions there, right? And again, very easy to clean up afterwards.
Oh yeah.
But for right now, you don't even have to worry about it. That's what's awesome. Right, get your beef going. You got a roasted chicken over there. Right. Are there any questions as well, folks? There's I can see on our numbers here, there's a fair amount of people joining us today.
Thank you for joining.
So thank you for joining, absolutely. And you know, let us know what you want to know about this Monogram. Beautiful little setup here. It's got full connectivity as well, right?
Yes, it's got an app,
Yeah.
so you always know what's going on in your oven.
Yep. Great
If you're
little
away.
control panel here, which actually receives back into the face, right? So it doesn't have to stick out like that when you're not using it.
Yeah, so there's lots of different cooking options here too. You've got your bake, your broil, convection, your standard.
Right.
Air fry is also included, and this precision cooking. So lots of different places to start. If we go into meats, you could go into whole turkey, for example.
Whoa.
Set the pounds you got.
We set the pounds. You don't have to worry about like the right temperature and everything like that, or how
No,
long.
and it tells you what rack it goes on.
Yep, it tells you the procedures.
It comes with a probe. There you go.
Like even a complete moron like me can handle something like this. This is unbelievable. You know? Now if only they could do that for camera controls too. Then I would know exactly how to film it and all that, right?
I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Are they going to teach us how to eat it as well? That's the next step.
Yeah,
Right,
that's step number 2.
right? That'll be an update along the way for sure, just to let us know how to properly eat the food. Because it's doing everything else, so might as well tell us how to eat it too, right? Tom is asking, what is dual fuel?
Dual fuel is gas and electric.
Gas and electric.
Yeah.
Two different ways to utilize energy here. All right, so you got that meat coming off. You got those
I don't know if
peppers
it's
going.
cooked. Yeah, so there's 2 different ways we can do the next part. You either place your meat and your veggies together, and then you put the cheese on top, cover it with a lid, let it melt that way. Or we can build them and put them under our broiler to get that really nice broiled cheese.
Ooh, so there you go. We can even do the broiler. Lots of options.
And I do want to show one thing before we move forward, is how easy this thing is to clean. Using the power of deglazing.
Oh.
So,
J Pistol saying, yeah, electric oven and gas top. So, you know, J Pistol's not only making comments, but helping a lot.
Helping to
us
educate.
out with,
I love that.
The education as well.
thank you.
Right?
All right, so deglazing is a wonderful tool when you're cooking because it helps scrape up any really good, it's called fond, this stuff is called fond.
Yep.
They get stuck in the bottom of your pan. There's a lot of flavor in there. So if
quite
you
fond of
add
it.
Exactly. Me too. Add a bit of liquid. It'll help lift it and put it back into what you're cooking. But you can also use it to clean. So you need to do this when your griddle is still hot.
Right.
Or else it won't work.
You get a little steam bath going here too. That's
yeah.
Good. Look at this. Unbelievable. You know, when you see a demonstration go as smoothly as that, you're almost like, you feel like you're in an infomercial on it. Right? It looks miraculous.
Yeah, and then otherwise for cleaning, I'm just going to take a soft cloth with some soap to it.
Yeah, this is because you want to get it ready in between rounds, right? Like,
that's right.
You know, you can give it a full clean when you're done for the day.
Yeah, this is just my in-between clean, you know?
Yeah. And you, like I said, for this, you'd have to take your skillet off the thing, you have to bring it over the sink, run it under some water, give it a wipe out. But this, it's all right here.
Now it's done. It's ready for our next set. But first, let's continue our cheesesteaks.
All right.
So I'm going to turn on my broiler.
Oh, I thought we were going.
No, sorry.
My fault. You faked me out there.
Broil. Let's do a high broil.
Tom was asking, does each burner have a simmer option? And I think last time we found out only 2 of them do, right?
Yeah, so the back burners are your lower burners, so they're going to be more your simmer burner.
Yeah.
These ones at the front, I believe this one especially is the precision cooking one, so it actually goes to 21,000 BTUs.
Whoa.
Very strong. The back 2, I believe, are 15 BTUs, so those would be more for your more delicate things.
Right, and full specs of any of these things that you see on our live streams can be found on the TA website.
Exactly.
As well, you should see products as well along the side of your screen, or if you're watching from your phone, there's like 4 little squares at the bottom. If you touch that, it'll call up all the products that we have on our live streams. And you can find out the specs and information there as well.
So,
what are you doing?
I'm taking out a bit of bread.
Oh my goodness.
Just to give us a little bit of room, you know?
I did this with my burger one time because I couldn't photograph it very well, and I thought I was like committing a sin here, but no, you're just going for it, eh? That's exactly what I should have done.
Why not?
There we go. Look at that beef. Oh my goodness. Speaking my language now.
Load it up.
Load it up. That's right. Now, like,
on the floor.
The proper ingredients for a Philly cheesesteak are so heavily argued.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting into it.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Right? So this is we gotta state this is the way.
This is the way we're doing it, but like, don't take this as Philly cheesesteak gospel.
Yes. Although, to be honest, in Canada, especially where we are, right, this is pretty much how anybody would do it. Some peppers and onions, some beef, some cheese on top. Some people put a little barbecue sauce or something, but that's about it.
You put a little mayonnaise in there. Oh yeah, Cheese Whiz is a staple. I've read.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing that today.
Yeah, exactly. There's no Cheese Whiz or nothing like that. Okay.
Provolone is also pretty typical.
Yeah.
But I could not find any provolone, so at the store I was at. So it's mozzarella, which is
there you go.
It's an okay substitute. I mean, it's no provolone.
Right.
Provolone is nice.
Provolone is nice.
Just melts.
If you wanted to, the option you could do is take that meat and peppers, put it back on the thing, right?
Yeah.
Put it on the griddle, get the cheese on top, and then cover it with a lid.
Yes.
You'll find that a lot of people in especially like a greasy spoon restaurant and stuff like that, that's exactly how they'll do it.
That's how they finish things on a griddle.
Huge griddle. But we're going to use the broiler function here in case you don't feel like doing that. Because again, right? Yeah. A lot of space down here for sure.
Yeah.
You know? Broiler function, off you go, right?
Okay, so while that's broiling, you do want to keep an eye on your broiler when you're doing anything like this because
it finishes fast.
Finishes really fast.
Right.
I'm going to set the timer. We're going to come over here.
I've definitely forgotten about my broiler a couple times.
So other things, of course, classic grilled cheese. It is sandwich day, so I'm continuing with our sandwich theme.
Right.
We've got some grilled cheese here, and I just wanted to introduce you to the concept of different fats on the outside of your bread. So, of course, butter is a classic. So I've got some butter here. But the other thing I want you to think about, say you don't have any butter, you're out. You can use mayonnaise.
Right.
Yeah. So let's do a little comparison.
So funny thing, I actually read about a grilled cheese food truck that's popular here in Southern Ontario. And they were talking about just how it's not, even though their truck is incredibly successful, it's still not as glamorous as people might think, right? They were talking about the details of like how hard it can be in Canada. So they were saying that in the winter months, especially, they found that their margarine or butter would burn, right? Or it would get frozen as well too. I think as well. So frozen and burn,
get too
frozen
cold,
and burn, right?
Yeah.
So what they would do is they would cut it with mayonnaise. It was half mayonnaise, half butter.
Oh.
And that's what would keep it at a good temperature that they could spread it, but also it wouldn't burn under the extra hot heat. I don't know. It's just something I remembered.
Cool.
Right, now you're backing it up, saying try mayonnaise. So
yeah.
Like, they clearly weren't lying.
And when you're making a grilled cheese, and you're thinking about the temperature that you're making your grilled cheese at, you need to think about how thick is the bread, how much filling do I have, like some jam in here would be really nice, cheddar and jam, bacon and cheddar.
Oh, bacon grilled cheese, now we're like, oh.
Lots of different options. And grilled cheese are a great place to get kids involved in the kitchen too. They can build their own grilled cheese.
Right. And Tom says he's a mayo man.
Mayo, I'm a mayo person too.
Mayo enthusiast, eh? And I am not above Wonder Bread and a cheese slice either.
No.
Too, right?
Do it up.
Oh, I hear that.
Yeah. Even the timer is classy.
Yes, it's very pleasant.
Very pleasant. I'm just gonna put this on. Yeah. Put this on first. All right, let's check this out. Oh, look how melty it is.
Oh,
I didn't quite. Oh, I'm gonna end this. Yeah, the bread is getting really toasty, which is perfect.
Yep. So that'll be time to come out.
Yeah. Whoop.
Careful.
Yep.
Careful.
So smooth. Okay, we're good.
There you go. So I mean, look at that, folks. Huh? Does it get any better? I'm not sure.
There you go.
And the toastiness of the bun too really helps with the weight and the grease and juices of the beef and stuff.
You need to toast your bread to act as a bit of a barrier.
Yeah, definitely. Oh my goodness, look at this thing.
That looks nice. Just gonna bring it right over here.
It's monstrous. Look at that. Holy jumping. You know? Other one, folded over. Scooped up. Brought over. Just like that.
Oh, I need to turn it around.
Well, I guess, yeah. That's cool. Look at that. Well, all from the Monogram stovetop there.
Yeah.
And in the broiler in the oven.
I love broilers.
This is our Monogram kitchen in Brantford, Ontario.
Yeah.
So if you're in the area and you want to come see how this thing works in person, how it looks in person, they got this one all set up, right? But you can find it at any of our locations, any of the Monogram stuff. So definitely check us out. You can shop from home as well too, right? Never have to change your sweatpants, right? Just stay comfortable, have the slippers going, and order yourself up a brand new oven, stove. Right?
Yeah, check it out.
It's no problem. It's easy.
We're gonna cancel our broiler.
All right, canceling the broiler.
And it's an 8-pass broiler, so lots of surface area for broiling.
Lots of surface area.
Which is great. Also, some options we have. You can keep food warm in here.
Right.
There's also a proof function for your breads.
Nice. Yeah, you like those proof functions.
I do like the proof functions. Steam clean and a self clean.
Nice.
Nice.
Now, as far as this, what we got going here?
How's it going? Let's see how we're doing here.
Extra pro tip: it's also good to leave a little bit of that meat juice goodness there.
Oh yeah, add some flavor.
Right.
The other thing I was going to touch on is this is called a fish slice.
Oh.
Sometimes called a fish spatula. And they're great because they're flexible, they're very thin, so you can really get under things really easily. Sometimes I struggle with those, like the plastic flipper spatulas that are thicker.
Yeah.
Pain in the butt.
Yeah.
Don't like them. Love this.
Totally, yeah. Oh!
So that was our mayonnaise. Let's see how this one is doing. This is our butter. So a little bit more golden.
Right.
You can see.
But man, those are like looking perfect. It's almost like we rehearsed it. But trust me when I say, we did not.
We did not rehearse this. I mean, I've made a few grilled cheeses in my life.
Right, you've got the life experience. But we did not test it out to make sure. We were just like, you know what? We know the Monogram.
Yeah, I know it's going to be fine.
Us, right? Monogram,
it's going to be good.
We know it's going to come through. So there's no fear.
That's right. I'm not afraid.
Right. Ellen says, wish I had a griddle. Boy, do I ever wish the same thing.
Yeah.
You know? I know I'm saving up my pennies for sure, because my stove needs to be replaced. So it's going to be time to start thinking about...
So are you going to think about a Monogram professional dual fuel range, right?
Right? Now, don't get me wrong, at TA Appliances and Barbecues, we offer all sorts of different things going on, but Monogram has always been a big selling point for us. We're lucky to have them in our stores because you get these beautiful pieces of art here, you know?
It's a real statement piece in your kitchen, for sure. Beautiful lighting.
You know what you're doing, right? Those shoes are looking awesome.
It's like a mirror.
Yeah.
It's like looking into a mirror.
You know?
Let's look into this oven. Oh, I'm going to show you how easy it is to put these racks back.
Cool. So you have one.
I've got one out.
Oh my gosh.
Bam, done. So easy.
Holy. And I know that's not always true for every kind of brand out there.
No.
Right?
Some of them you really have to kind of build them in. They're a little bit more tricky to get out.
There's some work involved, but not with Monogram.
Oh, other feature. Soft closing.
Right. So you can just kind of like lift it up and then just like let it finish the rest of the way.
Yeah, it's not going to bang close on you.
Oh, and the clock is now going in there. Look at that.
Ugh,
Make it all
so
stealthy
many
and sleek.
nice features. All right, so this guy's done.
Ooh.
Bring it over here.
I'll come over here now. While you're finishing that.
Ooh, I'm not going to turn that off yet. Okay.
My goodness. Sean says he loves the soft close.
I love a soft close.
Right? Just look at that. Hear that crunch, that crispiness?
I'll get my mic close.
Yeah. Ooh.
Beautiful buttery bread.
Mm-hmm.
Check it out.
Just look at that. Oh, you did the right stack and everything too.
Oh,
like
I know
that.
how to stack a sandwich.
Oh my goodness. Aren't we lucky to have Chef Anna? I'm telling you.
Very happy to be here.
Yeah. So just look at this gorgeousness here, folks. Well, do you have any questions? Is there anything you want to know, like about how to make these sandwiches, perhaps, or more about the Monogram stuff? Right. Again, you might want to bring over the. Oh. Right. That's how you clean that off, no problem. Right. Until you do your deep clean later on, which is the wipe down. That one in particular, what is it again? Stainless steel, I want to say.
Yeah. It's stainless steel. Some griddles are cast iron, so it's really more of your personal taste, whatever you like.
Yeah, Sean, you're asking what beef you use. You said top sirloin?
I use top sirloin, yeah.
Right, but there's all kinds of steaks and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
If you had to pick like your ideal one, what do you think you would choose?
I don't know.
Because me personally, I don't think I would choose something really high quality for a steak sandwich like this.
No, but you want something that's going to be tender. I mean, how you slice it is going to play a big role in that tenderness.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. And there's ways that you can make less expensive cuts of meat taste more tender.
Right, exactly.
That's like marination time. It's how it's cut.
Would you say
against
something
the
like
grain.
maybe a flank steak might work?
Flank steak would work great, yeah.
Right, skirt steak perhaps. There's definitely some more affordable options.
Mm-hmm.
But then you get your ribeye or something like that, and that's gonna be delicious too in its own way, right?
Exactly.
AJ says strip loin.
Yeah,
AJ.
strip loin would be great.
Right, strip loin would be great. Well, there you go, folks. I mean, any other questions or concerns or anything like that? That about does it for us, So I think we talked about everything we wanted to talk about. We shared everything we wanted to share. Right? Again, I'm going to look at these sandwiches one last time. My goodness.
Thank you for joining us for National Sandwich Day.
Yeah. James says thanks. Well, thank you, James. Thank you for coming out and supporting us and hanging out with us for a little bit on your lunch break, perhaps, right? Tom says thank you as well. So I think that's about it then, huh?
All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining us. Please make sure you give us a follow we're on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter.
Yep.
Facebook.
Yeah. Name it, we're there.
Visit
YouTube.
us. Yeah, YouTube. visit us online. You can come into one of our 6 locations across Ontario.
Right.
If you have any additional questions. And
it's Mississauga, Barrie, Brantford. We're here today.
Yeah.
Kitchener.
Yeah.
And I want to say Toronto as well.
Toronto.
Right.
Yeah.
So come on out. Can't miss us. We're everywhere. We're having a good time.
Yeah, and make sure you check out our future lives that we're going to have some more next week.
Right. Do you
have
any little sneak peeks or little tips on what we might be doing next week?
I'm trying to remember my calendar.
No, we'll keep it under secrets, right?
It's a secret.
Just check out the website. You can't miss them, right? TAAppliancesLiving.com. There we go. You can just Google it, man. TA Appliances, and you're good, right? Like these days, you don't even have to know website names. Just TA Appliances and Google, and you're laughing. You're finding exactly what you need, right? All right. Well, thank you, Chef Anna.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna ask the people around here if they're hungry. I'm sure they are. All right. Take care, folks.